said, let me turn and see if there was a cop hiding, just in case. And sure enough, when I turned my head, there was a cop car hiding. And I said, yeah, I'm about to get pulled over. I'm about to get pulled over! So a couple of weeks ago, I got sick. And I was like bed rest sick. I was weak. I couldn't even peel myself off the bed. I had a fever of 100.5 degrees. And of course I called out, didn't do nothing for the whole day. I just slept the whole day. So I wake up the next day and I felt pretty decent. My fever went down to 98.7 degrees and I didn't feel my best. Like I was 75% okay, but I wasn't 100% ready, to get active. Okay. So I was like, okay, nice. My fever's gone. I can go back to work. So my boss texted me later that day asking how I was feeling. And I said, I'm feeling great, girl. I'm feeling good, ready to go back to work. And she texted me saying, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm good, Cheryl. I can go back to work. So I go into work at 3. And like I said, I was feeling all right. I had a couple of sniffles and coughs every now and then. But, that was just a sign to me that I was getting everything out. So I'm working as usual, and around like 6 o'clock, I start to feel cold. And I'm like, uh-oh, she's coming back. And for the next 3 hours, I start shivering like a dog. I'm just like a chihuahua up in that place, just shivering and shaking. And I start thinking to myself, I should have stayed home. You know better than to go work on the second day. This ain't your first rodeo. This ain't your first time being sick. You know you don't feel great on the second day. Come on. So I just continued to thug it out for the next 3 hours. And once it was time to clock out, I booked it home. Okay. I wanted to get home so bad. And at this point, I'm like 10 minutes from the house. And there's this car in front of me about to turn at this stop sign. And I'm like, okay, if they turn, I can just go because ain't nobody coming if they turning. We can go together. We bust this stop sign together. And as I'm busting through the stop sign, I said, let me turn and see if there was a cop hiding, just in case. And sure enough, when I turned my head, there was a cop car hiding. And I said, yeah, I'm about to get pulled over. I'm about to get pulled over! Because as I was looking, he turns his lights on. So I'm driving and there's these like apartments on my right. And I'm like, maybe if I turn and hide in this neighborhood, he won't find me. And I could just, hide somewhere, turn my lights off and be sneaky. I don't know. But I'm like, nah, I can't do that. Because if he finds me, I'm going to get me a nice little fat ticket. So I just keep going, thinking maybe if I drive fast enough, he won't catch up to me. But he starts speeding up to my car. So I get to the light and he still hasn't turned on his lights and sirens yet. But I know he's getting my tag because the light turns green and he is on my hind. This man is on my rear end. And at this point, I'm sweating. Not only because I'm nervous, but because I'm getting sick all over again. I am like getting menopausal heat flashes right now. So I keep going and he finally turns his lights and sirens on. And I'm like, about time, man. I'm about to melt over here. So I pull over at this light and he gets out. And as he's walking over to my car, he says on his radio, yeah, we got a 1050 over here. And I'm like, a 1050? Am I the 1050? So he comes up to my window and he says, you bust through that stop sign back there. Yeah, listen, I was not finna fight with the man. I just want to get home. Just give me my ticket and let me go. And then he said something else on his radio. Yeah. Yep. Okay. 10-4, over and out. You lucky I gotta go respond to this accident over here. What? Am I good? Yeah, you're good. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The relief I felt in that moment was absolutely beautiful. When I was turning at that light to pull over, I saw a nasty car accident on the opposite side of the road. Now, I don't want to say I'm glad it was there, but if that accident wasn't there, I was going to get a smooth $100 ticket. Now, I hope the people in the accident are okay, but guys, listen, take it from me. Your girl been pulled over like 3 times. I hate to say it, but I've been pulled over 3 times. Just follow the rules of the road. Even if you're in a rush or you're feeling some type of way, just drive legal, because I could have stopped at that stop sign for 2 seconds. I didn't need to blow through it that bad. Like, I was 10 minutes from the house. 2 seconds was not going to be life or death. I could have waited.